Chief Health Officer standing extremely firm on our border closures likely to be in place until September. Now, according to new figures released today, the Gold Coast stands to lose 10% of its workforce by the end of next month if these border closures remain in place. It suggests that about 30,000 jobs could disappear here on the Gold Coast. And it also creates a very grim picture for other tourist-reliant regions such as Cairns and the Whitsundays. Of course, all likely to miss out on business during that peak winter holiday season if our border closures do remain in place. So as we heard from our Chief Health Officer, Dr. Jeanette Young, she's really backed up the reasoning as to why these closures are in place. Of course, looking to keep our case numbers extremely low. Right now, we have just 12 active cases across the state. She's hoping to keep it that way.
When we started to see increased cases coming across the border from, in the main, New South Wales and Victoria, closing our border to those two states was incredibly important. We have not seen, since that decision was made, any further cases here in Queensland.
Now, of course, this is despite heavy criticism from her New South Wales counterpart, Anastasia Palaszczuk's counterpart, Gladys Berejiklian, who says that she's keen to see travel reopen between New South Wales and Queensland. She says it's not in the national interest for borders to remain closed.
Why is there such a fractious issue between the national cabinet?
Oh, well, I think it also demonstrates the outlook that states have. I mean, New South Wales has always had a view that we do want to support jobs. Our first and foremost priority at this stage of the pandemic is about obviously saving lives, but also saving jobs. I don't really care what other premiers do. That's a matter for them. And New South Wales will welcome visitors from all across the country.
Now, our Federal Tourism Minister Simon Birmingham is also weighed in on this issue. He said that there's no medical advice to warrant the closure of borders until September, but of course our Chief Health Officer would very much disagree with him. We're also seeing some heavy lobbying from our Gold Coast airport boss, who's keen to get our Premier to rethink those travel bans. Tom?